Lucas Kuczaj, Caleb Chen. Whoever loses this one will be eliminated from PSL Las Vegas. The winner of this one will be set to play Varun Mohanraj.
This match is, well, we'd think Caleb would be able to take this pretty convincingly, but we saw earlier that even against Sebastian Stone, who was on an absolute tear to be fair, he faltered against that. So it's not gonna be an easy match for Caleb. If he gets a poor performance again, that would knock him out of the competition, which would be a massive upset.
Caleb looking to keep his head level in this competition here, and Lucas trying to move on here and keep that momentum going. Drop the first one against Kyle Santucci, so he's looking to get back on the right foot here. Here he goes. Relatively quick through F2L, able to put it down there. And we'll get you his time in just a moment. One of our cameras went down, but seemed like a pretty good start for Lucas.
Yeah, a great start to the solve. He had really quick turning at the start of cross and cross and the start of F2L. But as the solve went on, he probably knew it was on for quite good pace and wasn't able to keep it up. So not a great finish. Not entirely sure what that time was there. I believe it might be a high 7, low 8 range. One of our cameras has bolted under the heat. But we've got it back on now. It was a 7.91, I was correct, a high 7-second solve for Lucas, which is very beatable for Caleb, but even on a bad day.
Indeed, very beatable here for Caleb. That heat continuing to be a factor for these competitors here today. Again, still over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Now that sun's starting to set a little bit. Hopefully that shade can serve better for these cubers here going forward. And Chris, in this situation here for Caleb, you're already advanced yourself to the lower bracket after an upset. In terms of the mental game, what do you try and focus on here to get back on the right track?
Well, certainly what you don't want to focus on is the fact that 3 bad solves knock you out of the entire competition. It is a lot more brutal this time for these top competitors because there is only best of 1 matches for the first set of upper bracket and lower bracket. So yeah, you can have 6 bad solves and be completely out of the competition. But Caleb's just going to have to focus, know that he is miles ahead of his opponent, Lucas, and just have calm, composed turning, even slow down his turning, just to ensure that he gets clean, low 7.6s. That's all he's going to need to win this match against Lucas.
And again, we know Caleb can put down very, very respectable times here for these competitions. So let's see if he can get started off on the right foot here against Lucas. Time to beat 791. Door open for Caleb.
8 seconds.
Here he goes. Relatively quick through F2L, able to put it down there with a 6.26. Caleb takes solve number 1.
Not a great solve by Caleb standards, but still a 6 with that soon ZB to finish. He has spent a lot of time recently learning those 472 ZBLLs and about 290 ZBLS cases. So many algorithms to learn and absolutely nailing it in this top competition.
Here goes Lucas up for his next solve. Pretty methodical through F2L. Soft tap of the timer, 6.95 for Lucas.
That puts some pressure on Caleb. Caleb cannot just cruise through a solve and get a 6.9. He's got to focus, turn fast, have some great fluidity to ensure that he gets a sub-7 time and keeps up with Lucas. Great solve from Lucas there. So clean, made it look easy.
Indeed, time to beat 6.95 here for Caleb. Very smooth through F2L. A little bit of a pause going into last layer. 587. Is that good?
Oh. Shane Grogan, our judge here, gives the thumbs up. So Caleb is going to go 2 up in this set. A nice 587 solve to beat Lucas's 695. Great solves from both competitors here.
Absolutely. Great job by Caleb to clutch up that second solve here in this single set here in losers round 1. Lucas back against the wall already. What can he produce here?
And Lucas with an 830.
Putting it down with an 837. Doors open for Caleb.
Yeah, good execution of the last layer, getting a dot case solving on a red, which is something Lucas is able to do as a color neutral solver, but just not a good enough start to continue a 6-second streak. So 8.3, very easy for Caleb to beat.
Match point here for Caleb Chen. 837. Chris said the time to beat.
And Caleb.
Very fluid last layer. 691. Caleb with a clean sweep moves on to face Varun.
Of this match.
Yeah, as expected, Caleb was going to take that match, but still, we've seen him get not great solves. A 6.2, which is decent. That 5 was very clean, but a 6.9 on the end. He's not going to be able to. He's not going to be allowed to get 6s when he's going against competitors like Varun, like Kyle, like Dylan. So he's really got to pick up the pace if he wants to make it far through this competition.